Hey, YouTube, I am live from the Scarpad Megaplex. How's everybody doing down there today? Hope everybody's doing well on a Tuesday afternoon. Just thought I'd log in here and do a little unboxing for you guys, see who shows up. Got a rather large haul today. A few blues and lots of Megos, mainly Megos. That's why you'll see my title down here, over there. Scarpad Mego-holic. And that's because today I am a Mego-holic, and we'll be unboxing Wave 12, just released a couple weeks ago. And of course, once again, I recommend going to this gentleman, Frank, at Absolute Retro. You can get a hold of him on Facebook. Does an excellent job with boxing, packing. All your stuff arrives in like 2 days once he gets it packed up and in the mail to you, and comes always in great condition. So his prices are good, his shipping is fair. That's why I get mine from Absolute Retro. And Mego's really starting to hit things out of the ballpark, man. I'm seeing their figures in comic shops now. They're back in Target, they're in Walmart, they're all over the internet. Good range, good mix of types of figures, you know, the horror line, the TV line, Star Trek is in there. So, you know, we're getting a good mix of stuff, and hopefully some people will jump in. I asked Dylan to join me today, but he's unfortunately working. I did message him, so maybe he'll show up in the chat and say hey to everybody, whoever shows up here today. Hey, Perry Comics. Perry's in the house. Perry's first one in here. How you doing, Perry? And you may miss the beginning doing an unboxing today. Just kind of a slow day, and I got a pretty good haul of blues and some Mego figures to show off. So I figured I needed a good beer for the situation. A little Cerveza Modelo Negra Black. Dark beer. Good stuff. For a Tuesday afternoon. So hopefully we'll get some other people in here and see what happens. I saw you, Perry, doing some Call of Duty action a little while ago. I got to jump in there when I get a chance and play in some Call of Duty and see if I can frag you. I've been playing, what have I been playing? I've been playing some Zombie War, and of course I downloaded on the Xbox the latest MLB Baseball, the show. I've been playing a lot of that. That's phenomenal. It really plays well. And that's the first time that's ever been on Xbox. And nice thing is it's available if you have the Game Pass to download. And I had that on release day. So I'm playing that quite a bit. That's fun. And a lot of good games are showing up on Xbox Game Pass. So what else is going on here? This is going to be a pretty busy week in the Megaplex. I got a new pinball machine coming down. Everybody knows I got this one over here, which is the 21 games one. It's kind of a smaller one. It's okay. It's 23 inches on the screen, kind of low res, but it plays okay. But I'm getting a Legends pinball machine, which is a 3/4 size internet connected video pinball table. The AT Games, and maybe I'll do a video on that. The nice thing about the AT Games Legends Pinball is it's connected. So you get 22 tables, classic Gottlieb and tables, and then after that you can add more. I'm adding 100 Zachariah tables, and it's internet connected, so you can just download the packs and continue getting more and more games. Hopefully they'll add some Stern and a few other ones to the list as time goes on. So that should be good. That should be coming in, I think, by the end of this week or early next week. So trying to get the Megaplex set up for that. Other than that, I've been trying to I started watching Mortal Kombat. I haven't watched enough of it to comment on whether I like it or not yet. We'll see. I'll probably maybe try to watch the rest of that today when I get off here. So why don't we get going and do some unboxings and then see if anybody else joins in. We'll do the stuff I got from Grindhouse video. This is the first time I saw these guys advertised. They had a sale advertised up on Facebook. I think it's grindhouse.com. Grindhouse Video in Tampa, Florida, down in Perryland. And they had a lot of out of print and hard to get Aero videos on sale. So I saw a few that I wanted. So let's take a look at what I got. Never seen this movie, but I've heard a lot about it. It looked interesting. Evil Ed. Evil Ed from Aero. And Aero and Shout Factory are my two favorite boutique video distributors. They always have a lot of good features. This has the special edition cut, the original stereo audio options, featurettes in the making of, whole bunch of the reversible cover. They get into that as well as Shout Factory. And it says, owing a debt to such films as Evil Dead Reanimator and early splatter classics of Peter Jackson, Evil Ed is a special effects fiend's dream. So hopefully I like that. I think I will. Evil Ed from Aero. And let's see what else we got here. Very early Tobe Hooper. I haven't seen this yet, but I've heard good things about Eaten Alive, Alligator in Florida movie. Actually in Louisiana Bayou. And I believe this has Sid Haig in it. Oh, no, Robert Englund is in it. And this came out in like 76. So it's like one of the first Tobe Hooper films right after Texas Chainsaw, I believe. And before, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street. And this has got a brand new 2K restoration of the film. Also, you have a DVD in it. Tons of special features. And this one looked like one I wanted to get. So, Eaten Alive from Aero Video and Tobe Hooper. I don't think I've seen too many bad Tobe Hooper movies. Hopefully they'll be good. What Dylan liked, I didn't really care for this too much. I guess it was okay. House 2. I like the original House, and this goes for a little bit more of the comedic elements, but I do like that gunslinger. I thought it was pretty good, so I picked up House 2. I wanted to have the continuation of it. And I think this is close to out of print. And once again, it's got a new brand great 2K restoration, original stereo, DTX, whole bunch of different making of features. So, House 2, the second story. And as I said, a lot of these were going out of print, so I wanted to make sure that I had it, I didn't lose it. Hard to believe I don't have this one on video, but I did, and I know they put on a neat version of it, Hellraiser, the original first movie, because this is a brand new 2K, lossless audio, tons and tons of special features. And I always like the Aero artwork. Very minimalistic, but it's nice. Done very well. And I saw, of course, they had the second one, so I had to get it. Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. Interesting cover there. And once again, same thing. New 2K restoration, a whole bunch of special features right there. Time to play. Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. I'm hoping Mego does a Pinhead figure. I'd love to see it. continuing my George A. Romero collection here, The Crazies. One of his really non-zombie, but sort of a zombie flick. Remade, of course, with Timothy Oliphant in the early 2000s, and that wasn't a bad version either. That version, brand new 4K restoration, and a whole bunch of special features. Yeah, I like that cover for the Crazies period. That's pretty neat. As I say, most of Arrow stuff is minimalistic, but it's really good. So I always look at what Arrow's going to be coming out with. And finally, another one from the 80s here. Great cover artwork, Chud, which I believe stood for Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller. It's kind of a sad state of affairs that I actually know what Chud stands for. Hey, Captain Comics, how you doing? I saw your birthday soiree earlier this week, the end of last week. I love the coconuts, man. You done the coconuts proud. You wore them coconuts well. So Chud, also a 2-disc limited edition. Tons of special features on here. So that's really it I got from Grindhouse. But most of those were leaving print very shortly, so I wanted to pick them up, and they were all like $14 each, which is pretty cheap for Arrow, because they usually go in the upper 20s. So, So, of course, in addition to that, I have Wave 12 to show off here of Megos. Some really good stuff in Megos this time around. And they've just started announcing the stuff that's coming out in, I believe, July. Wave 13 that could continue on now with the 14-inch figures, which I'm having a real hard time finding space for them. But I tell you, they got some 14-inch Planet of the Apes stuff coming out, 14-inch Star Trek, and more Universal Monsters, 14-inch. I probably will collect them. I'll probably leave them in the box. I have a few up here, which you can't really see from now. But most of them I got stored away because they are very hard to display. Once you start getting in that 14-inch size with the figures, just take up a lot of space. 8-inch stuff I like a lot better, and that's what we have here. So why don't we take a look at some of the Mego stuff that we have. Playing Call of Duty, but I'm listening. Well, you can watch the video later. Oh my God, I've been gypped. No, it looks like you probably sent a box in there so that things wouldn't move around. There's stuff for me to get rid of. Oh. Let's see what I have to open these up. Let's see. So, yeah, cool cover for Crazies, absolutely. Mates and Mermaids. That's a cool avatar. I like that. Very nice. It's always hard to decide what wears seashells or coconuts. Thank you, Scott. But yeah. Well, I would say the coconut's really probably me. I'm more a coconut cup than I'm a little bit too large for a seashell, so I'm more of a coconut range, large to mid-sized coconut. The women likes the coconuts, let me tell you. So let's open up box number 1 here and see what we got. Let's see. The dreaded peanuts. I hate peanuts. As in packing peanuts. They get all over everything. Oh, God. Let's see if I can dump some of the... well, hold on. If I don't take all these out now, I'm going to be hip deep in the packing peanuts. And Then my dog comes down and eats them, and that's not a fun thing. So let me see if I can get these out of here. Probably, of course, should have done all this before before I live stream, but of course I have to do that. So. Now I got a place to dump the pile. It's still going. They're still going all over the place. I hate fucking packing peanuts. Hate them. Hate them. Hate them. With a passion. I hate them. Isn't this exciting watching some guy pick up packing peanuts? Yeah, the internet's all about thrills. All right. Let's take a look what we got here. Number 1. Captain Pike from Star Trek. Now this is the Captain Pike that's in Star Trek Discovery, which is based on Anson Mount, which this it doesn't really look like Anson Mount either. Not a bad figure, but I would say doesn't look like this guy. This is Captain Picard as he is in Star Trek Discovery. This isn't one of my favorite shows. And here he is. And I'm not a big fan of that head sculpt. It doesn't, I guess that looks okay. Plus it gives him the kind of new uniform with those disco cuffs and the old phasing communicator, but that's all right. This was, I like to give shout outs to who does these. So this was, are they telling us anymore who does these? Yeah. Dr. Mego was a consultant. Sean Sansom was a sculptor, and Rachel Baker was the seamstress. So this is Captain Christopher Pike a la Star Trek Discovery. And yeah, okay. The head's a little big on some of these figures. I think you'll see this one's not too bad. Probably not my favorite of the bunch, but an okay figure. We can put some of these. Let's put them up here. Get them out of the way. Continuing the DC stuff. I like that figure. I love the sculpt on this. This is a Green Lantern, and of course it's the John Stewart. Another guy on TV. The other guy. The John Stewart Green Lantern. Box art, I think, could be better, especially on the front. It's a bit blank. So it's a bit, I think it's a bit lacking. Comes with the lantern, as you see. But he goes back with DC superheroes, and it's an interesting fit for them. Glad to see the back with them. And let's see what's on the back. Some artwork. The back stuff's not too bad. But as I said, the front cover, the font on Green Lantern, I'm not don't really care for that. I'd like to see more of they could have used the comic font for that. Would have been much, much better. So this is made in China. And this doesn't say, and I think that's going to be a trend going forward, is that a lot of these figures you're not going to see who's responsible for the sculpt and the artwork, which is too bad because, well, when it's good, take credit for it, and when it's bad, don't take credit for it. I do like the look on his face. He looks pretty PO'd. This is 17 plus. Are you afraid the little kid's going to swallow something? Don't get this figure. And this Mego Heroes could be a little bit bigger here in the corner. So overall, the figure I think I like a lot. I'm not keen on the packaging. But that's been a point of contention with a lot of these new Mego figures. With the packaging being kind of not great. Now this, I think, is one of the best of the new DC The Flash. I think this is probably the best Flash figure. And I got this in a 14-inch, but this is so much nicer. I think this is one of the nicest Flash figures I think I've ever seen. Really, really nice. I mean, look at that. The artwork, the emblem, the costume, everything is nice. The card's a little bit better. Once again, it still has some of the same issues as the other one. And yeah, it doesn't look like they credit anybody on this, which is too bad. But that's a great figure, the Flash. That's one of my favorites so far I've seen out of Wave 12. Really nice. Hey, Rooster0976, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. And one more in here. Once again, this is nice, very nice. The Riddler. Old classic school Frank Gorshin type Riddler. You know, the guy's been reinvented quite a bit. But this guy's given a pretty heavy Frank Gorshin vibe from the TV series. Love his costume. The big question marks. The sculpt on the face is nice. What does he have? Purple hands? Looks like he's got African American hands. I don't know. Don't know what's going on there. But interesting, nevertheless. Should have gloves. I guess those are supposed to be gloves in his hands. I don't know about that. Very nice. This is the back. Once again, not crediting who did what. Artwork, once again, isn't great on this. There's a lot of empty space here, and I think they could have done this a little bit better with the fonts and the logo. Once again, cardstock is a bit generic, is my only complaint on some of these. Now, some of these, like the Star Trek ones that you've seen, they have to do the cards the way Paramount wants them. I don't know if that's the case in the DC ones, you know. I wouldn't think so, but, you know, I don't know. Don't know. All right, well, it looks like we got a couple more boxes here. So let's open these up and see what we got. Once again, I get these all from Frank Rojo, Absolute Retro. He's on Facebook. And you can get him in the Mego Ambassador group and contact him, and he'll get back to you. So, highly recommended. Oh, all right, let's see what we got. Oh, very nice. I like how this one turned out. Is Igor from Young Frankenstein. Love what they did with this figure. The Marty Feldman bug eyes there. Really, really neat. Great movie. Card artwork's a little bit better. Once again, a lot of empty space there. I think they could have did something a little bit more with this. But it's okay. In the back, we're getting picture of Marty Feldman and the brain. Very nice. I love that we're getting Young Frankenstein collectors now. Once again, okay, so we are back with credits here. And we have Dr. Mego's consultant, Sean Sansom as sculptor, and Rachel Baker does a lot of this as a seamstress. Really nice. Like his hoodie. Love that expression on his face. So, very nice. Very, very nice. one of the better figs. Now here's what I was looking forward to, and of course you got all these staring off to the side, which is kind of too bad, but it's the way it's going here. This is the Rocketeer. I think they did a real nice job on that. Now he seems to be wearing a variation on the Headless Horseman costume. But that's okay. Mego likes to reuse things. And the helmet is nicely done. Comes with a little pack, rocket pack. Really nice. And this is obviously from the movie because they got the movie artwork on here. Now, interestingly enough, and I understand why this is. Now you'll see here, it says it's from the movie line, which is, they have Monsters movies and so forth. But on the back it says Mego Monsters. Definitely would not classify the Rocketeer as a Mego, as a monster. So that's kind of a screw up. Package here is done a little bit better. I like the artwork. Minimalistic, but it's done well. Everything kind of flows on this. There's not a lot of empty space, so that's a package that's done really well. Dr. Mego consultant Tyler Ham, sculptor, and Rachel Baker doing an excellent job on the costume for this as the seamstress. Really, really nice job on the Rocketeer. No, I didn't think I ordered this, but apparently I got it anyways. Oh, well. Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's Stan Lee. I think I passed on this. Frank must have sent this to me. I don't care. This might be filling in for something. But it's a little bit different in the other Stan Lee figure. I think it's a little bit nicer. It's using basically the same head. But it looks like the costume is a little bit better. And I like that he's doing the web shooting hands. So that's kind of cool. And the other one, he just kind of was there in his leisure shoot, hanging out. And my understanding is Target wanted these because they wanted to go big and to Stan Lee. So if you're looking for a Stan Lee, Target has a metric tonnage of these. Freelance Jason Young. The sculptor was Scott Fernster and Rachel Baker. So as they go, I mean, looking at the two Stan Lee figures, I like this one the best. Down to his sneakers and the web hands and all that. Done really nice. As far as the figure, the artwork, it's close. It's close to looking like him. So that's Stan Lee. Let's see who we have in here. Captain Comics said funny movie, absolutely. Stan Lee sweater. Yeah, Stan Lee sweater. I like that a lot better than the other one they did. And everybody was begging for Mego to come out with some more of their classic lines. They're bringing out the Star Trek stuff again from the original series, and everybody was begging it for years. Bring back, because they were known for Star Trek really back in the day. The other line they were known for was Planet of the Apes. They did the whole Planet of the Apes movies, TV show. They had a play set, and they're bringing back out Planet of the Apes again. And here is the first one. Now these are exact copies of the 70s ones. They are close to the 70s. So we have up Cornelius first. The artwork on this is really phenomenal. Spoiler, if you haven't seen the movie. But yeah, so there's Cornelius. Really nice. And the costumes are really nice. You can still get these on eBay for big money. And it's Dr. Mego consultant, Sean Sansom, sculptor, and Rachel Baker for the outfit. And there's the back. You see Roddy McDowell as Cornelius. So pretty nice package overall. I do like these. These look really nice on the shelf. So they'll be continuing these, I believe, and I think they're coming out with 14-inch versions of some of these as well. I like to see them come out with I think back then they did quite a bit. I don't know if they ever had a Charlton Heston figure as Taylor. I'd like to see that. Taylor, Nova. Put Taylor on a horse. That'd make a nice little thing. So Cornelius, the apes are back. The apes are back. Continuing with apes, Dr. Zaius, like his outfit here, suave guy for the orangutan. Looks like he's got the Klingon boots on. And this was Dr. Mego consultant, Sean Sansom, the sculptor, and Rachel Baker as seamstress. Really, really nice job. And this figure's fairly heavy. Hey, Two Gun, how's it going, Pedro? Poo poo, pew pew, pew pew. Hopefully we'll go back and be able to see some of the rewinds. We'll look at some of the Megos I got in today, some videos and so forth. So just kind of hanging out. And a Tuesday afternoon. Wave 12 of the Mego figures are out. Wave 13 comes out in June or July, I believe. And we'll have more information on what's coming soon for that. Really nice showing Dr. Zaius, Maurice Evans in the back here. Little point of trivia. Who else did Maurice Evans portray on TV? He was the famous father of Samantha on Bewitched. So there he is, Dr. Zaius. So first couple of Planet of the Apes figures are out. Very nice. I really love this figure. This one may come out of the box. We'll see. Because I already got the Rocky figure. And for Rocky, you need Apollo Creed. Apollo. Dr. Don Johnson Zaius. Don Johnson. Yeah. You missed, I did some Arrow video stuff earlier. Got some Arrow horror. So catch on the rewind. Love this figure. Apollo Creed to complement. Once again, the package is kind of plain. I wish they could have done a lot more with that package and what they did. But the figure comes with the Uncle Sam outfit there with the hat, the gloves, and decked out. He's going to look great right next to Rocky on the shelf. Apollo Creed. There he is. Now they need, any doubt they need to bring out a Dolph Lundgren from Rocky IV? No, gotta do it. Consultant Dr. Mego, sculptor Scott Frenchton, and seamstress Rachel Baker, who's done a majority of these and did a really nice job. So there's Apollo Creed. Living in America. Wasn't that from that song, from that album? Okay. Yes, it is. Always interesting. Always interesting. Yeah, Clubber Lang. Clubber Lang. I was trying to remember who was in 3. Clubber Lang was in 3. And then Dolph Lundgren played, I forget his name. I'm sure you guys remember it. It's on the tip of my tongue. And who did Dolph Lundgren play in Rocky IV? Somebody's got to know it. But yeah, they got to bring out those two without doubt. Now, I mean, maybe got to be a completist. So, one more box left of Mego. Well, Mego, this was a big wave. Something like 12 or 15 figures in this wave. So, fairly large wave. So far, I don't buy every single one, but so far I have because they've all been decent, interesting stuff. I don't think I really passed on too much of them. Oh, box within a box. Okay. Let's see what Bub says. Was it Drago? Why am I thinking Drago was in another movie too? Drago. But you're right, it was Drago. Was it Victor Drago or something like that? You're right, but Drago was in a different movie as well. I forget what he was used in. Then, of course, Drago didn't have too much of his costume wasn't too, but still it'd be interesting to see him. I love this. Oh, wow. They came out a few waves back. They came out with the Fly from the movie The Fly, the original Fly, in a coat, and now they've come out with the Flocked Fly. Try saying Flocked Fly, Flock Fly, 12 times fast. Of course, earlier they had the Flocked Werewolf, which was the flocking is putting hair on the figure. So this is the Flocked Fly. So if you notice, he's fuzzy. Looks like they put shag carpet on him. See that? He's flocked. And the hands are flocked too. And I don't know, does he have shoes on? Yeah, he's got shoes on, I think. And before he had a tie and a white, and it looks like here he's wearing a black Dickie sweater. So the Fly, I tell you, he's a happening dude, man. He's chilling, but he's well dressed. So the Flocked Fly, Dr. Mego, Rachel Baker worked on this. Flocking the fly. Don't flock your fly. You'll flock and go blind. If you flock your fly too much, you will go blind. So keep your hands off your flocking fly. Fuck you. Flock you. Flock all of you. What's the flock fly? I just explained what the flock fly is. Flocking bubs. You flocking fly fucking. Calm down. Calm down. Son of Frankenstein. I like this one. He's got a nice, uninteresting glare. This one, I think, is the first time they reference or they actually pay for the likeness of Boris Karloff. So that's why it looks a little bit more like him. But this is from Son of Frankenstein, where he's wearing that flocked sweater vest. Very well dressed for a Frankenstein. So this is the son of Frankenstein. And Dr. Mego, Sean Sansom, and Rachel Baker continuing more monsters. They've probably brought out Frankenstein like 5 times, but you can do that. He's a type of figure that you can bring out multiples of, no problem. What the flock is a fly? Oh my God. Okay, explain that flocking. The flocking process. The flock things. Flocker. I'm mixed on this figure. I really am. This is the Wolfman for the first time based on the Lon Chaney Wolfman. And before that was based on Lon Chaney's later movie, which is Face of the Screaming Werewolf. And I like that one, but I think that looked more like the Wolfman. This one kind of looks like I was a teenage werewolf. I'm not fond of that head sculpt. Should be a bit darker. Shouldn't be as orange. It's okay. It's okay. And the costume is a little bit more in line with what he wore in the movie. So, okay. Maybe a flocked version of this would look better. And maybe tone down the orangeness of this. Plus, he's wearing a whole different outfit, looks like, in the back. But This is Dr. Mego consultant, Sean Sansom, sculptor, and Rachel Baker, seamstress. The Wolfman from The Wolfman. There he is. So maybe not a particular favorite, but I like it. It's not bad. Wolfman flocked, yes, they did do a flocked Wolfman as well. That was their previous flocked figure, was the Flocking Wolfman. Flocking. You can paint his hair to make it a bit darker. Yeah, it's true. I mean, and there's going to be a figure in here that you're going to laugh. You're going to have to do that because they had an oops moment with the figure. The rest of these may be Star Trek. If anybody remembers their classic Star Trek 1966, the original series, from the very first episode ever aired, the very first Star Trek monster ever on your TV screens back in 1966. For those of you, I was alive. I was 3. I wasn't watching this. I watched it maybe 5 years later, and it scarred my life forever. So this is the Salt Vampire from the episode Man Trap. You guys remember this was actually Dr. McCoy's girlfriend. Well, not the Salt Vampire wasn't his girlfriend, but the Salt Vampire killed his girlfriend and took his girlfriend's place. Then after that, McCoy was shagging the Salt Vampire. But if you look at the Salt Vampire, hey, look at that mouth. Dr. McCoy, you dog. What were you doing there? I know. But not a bad figure. It's got kind of like what the thing was wearing and netting. I don't know about the face because this is the real Salt Vampire. Let's show it. Actually, this looks like the Salt Vampire at an earlier age. A little bit less bags. Maybe this Salt Vampire has been using some kind of formula to keep her young. Also, the hair looks a little bit better. Like, you look at this one, the hair's all over the place. This one looks like the Salt Vampire has had a perm. So, also kind of looks like the Salt Vampire might be a dude. I don't know, man. I'm totally confused, but okay. I guess. Not bad. Dr. Mego, Andy Kovault on sculptor, and Rachel Baker on the outfit. So there's your Salt Vampire. And final 2, it looks like, here are the ones people have been screaming about for them to bring out the rest of the Star Trek crew because they put them all out. And the only ones they didn't have out were McCoy and Scotty. So you get them now. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of mixed. The faces on these are okay. Now, I think back in the figures they made out back in the 70s, which I don't have one here to show you. If I did, I'd put up as a comparison. Almost looked more like it was inspired by the animated series. They were close. These might be closer. I don't know how I feel. I think they did an okay job in capturing the likeness of James Doohan in a way that him and you'll see McCoy in a second. I don't know. It doesn't quite capture his look. It does, I guess. It's not bad. And the costume and everything's nice. The weapons have been painted here, which is nice. And here's the box art. So everybody that was fucking complaining, yelling, "Hey, where's my Scotty? Where's my McCoy?" Can shut the fuck up now. You get your Scotty and McCoy. All right? You happy? You got it. And thanks to Dr. Mego, Andy Kovault, and Rachel Baker. So here is Scotty. And not a bad figure, as Scotty's go. Hey, Z Collects in the house. Drop my link. Do I even have your link? I don't think I even have your link. I did, I drop it, but I don't have it. Send me your link and then I'll drop it. How's that? How's it going, Z? Long time no chat. Hope you're doing well, my friend, my brother. And before we show you the last one here, let's suck that up. Beam me up. Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up, guys? Thanks for hanging in there now. Wow, I'd say. This next figure is Dr. McCoy, and the head is pretty good. Not great, but it's pretty good, just like Scotty. But man, they messed up. And it was primarily because of the pandemic. This stuff was not able to get scrutinized coming from China as much as they would have liked. So this kind of skipped the QC process. And it looks like Dr. McCoy, man, he's a mighty whitey, tighty whitey, man. Looks like he's been drained by the fucking salt vampire because he is white. This Bones is living up to his names, man. He is dead. He's one dead motherfucker. Look at that guy. Now, this is what he looks like when he's alive. And look at them arms, man. They don't even look like he has any color in his arms. So I guess what happened is the paint got all kind of fucked up and they released this. So you can send this in. They're going to make good on the heads if you want to send in the body. But hell, I'll keep this. I mean, if they're going to correct it, of course, there's probably a million of these pasty, tighty-whitey McCoys out there. But what the hell? I'll buy a corrected one. Somebody actually went down to the hobby shop and just got some flesh paint and thinned it with water and painted them up, and he looked fine. So you could do that if you wanted to, too. But, man, this is one pasty, whitey, tighty. This cracker is white. Dr. McCoy. Who do we have here? Oh, Dylan, man. Dylan. I didn't even realize Dylan. Hey, Dylan. Dylan's in the house. Dylan was working. I said drop in at least in the chat if you can. So, hey, thanks for coming in, Dylan. Of course, you missed the whole fucking thing, but you can always rewind it, my friend. And they showed off some of the rather nice Mego figures and stuff they have. Modelo Doc. Good stuff. Dylan, you son of a... Dylan always gets good head. That's right. I was saying how this was Dr. McCoy's girlfriend, and I wonder why that might be. Down on your knees like a dog, you salt vampire. All right. Dylan, hope you enjoyed your day. He was working. I can pretty much say he probably did not enjoy his day. They forgot to add some color to that. Yeah, they did. Absolutely forgot to add color to that. You know I'll be rewatching. You better, you mother. I rewatch all yours. That's right. He's got to get money for those Blu-rays, man. He's got priorities here. Yeah, you have to take a look at. I have to take a look at my arrows I got here. I got some real good stuff. Your movie should be going out in the mail to you tomorrow. I got for Dylan. I had an extra copy of Split Second that was sent to me. Didn't charge me for it, so that's gonna go to Dylan for his horror channel, so he can maybe comment on that. And then I had an extra copy of Slumber Party Massacre. Now I got the steelbook on this, and the steelbook is great. This is great. I'm agonized. Which one am I going to send to Dylan? Because he doesn't have either of them. So I'm giving you the original one, my friend, and keeping the steelbook. And you'll hopefully be getting that soon. Did you do your arrow unboxing? I did. You'll see that in the beginning. I just found out I'm not getting that Society Steelbook handles to screw me on that. Well, they'll do that from time to time. Yes, they will. So, yes, I did the Arrow unboxing, and check that out in the rewatch, because I showed a bunch of good stuff. Yeah, I was actually holding out. I was going to send them out today, except I was waiting. I was maybe going to get one more that I was going to send you coming in the mail. So we'll see. There may be another one added to that as well. So I'm holding it off. Everybody's calling me here. I have no idea who that is, so we'll let that go to voicemail. I have to get the regular Arrow version. No biggie. Regular Arrow version of what? I'm not sure what you're alluding to there. I keep the steelbook to put the best version of the disc in it and sell. Yeah. I don't know. Steelbooks, it depends on the steelbook. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. I like the original artwork, but no big deal. I do have 2 copies of They Live. I have a 4K and a normal one. I have a couple copies of Escape from New York and Buckaroo Banzai, because they're my favorite films. Everybody's calling here. What? So we'll see what goes on. Totally lost my train of thought. Have an extra copy of Sleepaway Camp. So if anybody needs a Sleepaway Camp, message me. I have a Shout Factory copy of that. If anybody would like to purchase that from me, it's for sale. Let's see what else we got going on here. I got Full Moon Subspecies for $8 on Amazon. Good deal. Society. Yeah. I was looking for a copy of Robojocks from Full Moon, but it's expensive up on eBay. Robot Jocks, I think it's called. And I think they did another version of that with Gary Graham, but it's expensive. So I don't spend if it's more than 50. Yeah, if it's more than 40, I don't like to spend it unless it's wrapped at least. Good man. I hope you check out the Rewind. It's like a lot of good stuff. So I think that's about it. I got everything is unwrapped, unboxed. Mego Wave 12, Wave 13 is coming in July, so look for that. I'll have that when it comes out. I don't know exactly what's in it. They're being announced as we speak. But I understand Robin is coming, more apes are coming, a few more Star Treks are coming, and some more Universal Monsters are coming. So should be interesting. Oh, did Screen Factory do a Blu-ray of that? I'd love to get that. But that's one of those things you can dream about, going to a tag sale. And that's why I still go to tag sales in the summer, because I'm dreaming that you'll find somebody that bought a shitload of out-of-print Screen Factories, and they're all sitting there, and I can go, I'll give you $5 for the box of all these. And then you go, that's one of those things, but hasn't happened yet. Yeah, well, the moment he died, they went up in price. Absolutely. Yeah, so I think that's everything. So I'd like to thank all you guys for stopping by. Dylan, I may be in contact with you after the show if you're out of work, man. So I'll give you a yell. All right, thanks everybody. Hope you guys who haven't seen the whole video, hope you catch on the rewind. Hope you like what you've seen. Maybe back early next week, I'll probably do a video of my Legends pinball table, maybe putting it together and displaying the table. We'll do a video on that. Other than that, stay tuned. Watch Dylan's stuff. He's going to be back at the end of the week. I think with the horror show, he's going to be doing something coming up. I forget exactly what. That Saturday. I know he's usually on Robbie's show on Friday, so Make sure you catch that. And other than that, good afternoon. Drink them if you got them. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And don't forget, if you want Mego's Absolute Retro on Facebook, I recommend them. We'll catch you guys later. Have a good one, everybody. You gotta get one of those fancy exits like Dylan, because he has good stuff.